just hit her with that 50. Bitch shaking ass, she throw that shit on me. Got a couple liquor, yeah, I'm sipping on the seat. I gotta take a break, bitch, I think I gotta pee. My favorite color 20 and my favorite number 3. Look like I got a baby, cause I'm sipping on this lean. We gon' turn him to a shirt, we gon' turn him to a...
What's good, bro? We have your song. Sorry, the cave. We got some good news.
Yeah. I hit it, don't miss it, no, I cannot change it. Speak out unite, then you homie get spit it. Shorty, she fine, got a whole lot of ass, but it don't matter if she cannot shake it. I got them J's on my hand, I'm smoking the gas. I hit it, I still cannot feel it. I got my gun in my hand, I'm getting that.
Welcome to Growth and Grind. We are teens from Vancouver. We decided to start this channel to learn, explore. We're gonna touch on different topics like business, entrepreneurship, relationship, education, all that sort of stuff. So Growth and Grind is not only podcasting, it's also about different entertainment sources. We're gonna start our own business venture together and it's gonna be a lot of fun. My name is Min.
And I'm Cheyenne.
I'm Aaron.
This is the first episode of our podcast, and we have a very special guest.
Yeah, we got Astro in the house. So, Astro, you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, my name's Astro. For music, real name is Rio. I go to school with all these guys. They're wonderful people. I have a lot of projects going on, and I hope to be at the top one day.
Thanks for showing up, Rio. Let's begin.
What kind of music do you make?
I make mostly like rap music, kind of just like what everybody like listens to. But I try to like go for like love songs and I have some sad songs ready to come out too.
Do they have like meaning?
Some of my songs have meaning. Some of them are for fun. I try to stay positive, but sometimes like I gotta not be positive sometimes. You know?
That's true. Yeah.
Where do you get the inspiration for most of your songs?
Yeah.
Inspiration, I think Nav has definitely been a big inspiration. I mean, like, he's also brown, so I think that's like a pretty big inspiration. And he has like really, really, really like good, meaningful lyrics sometimes.
Yeah.
And like other artists, maybe like Little Baby, like that's a lot of the beats that I'm on right now. I think just like hearing them and seeing them, and then a lot of like smaller artists. I don't mean to like belittle them, but like some of my friends that have like tried to pick up music since or even right before me inspires me to try to go hard too. You know.
Did you meet Nav too? How was that? Like I saw like a video of you meeting him.
Yeah,
how'd that go?
Meeting Nav was the craziest thing ever. I'll break down the whole thing. Basically, we were getting to the concert and we saw the front gate. And there's a security guard outside, and we saw like a bus in the background, but it was kind of covered. We're like, oh yo, like afterwards, can you just tell Nav that we love him? Like I was like, make sure you tell Nav that I love him. And then after the show, I guess we just ran over there. Once we got there, like just with like pretty much no hope.
Yeah.
But like there was a car there that was picking us up, wasn't here yet. So I mean, we had nothing else to do. And like we sat there, so a couple other people started coming and like thinking that it was gonna work. And it's weird because there was like 50 people there. And nobody was saying anything. And then Nav's coming out. I just see like one diamond on his necklace go bling, and I saw his glasses. He had on his classic glasses, and I knew it was him. I yelled Nav, and my voice was so bad. From there, he like waved, and everybody went crazy. Like I yelled Nav. I was like, I told you guys it's Nav, and my voice was all done.
Wow.
And I think like maybe because my voice was all done, he like jogged over to come to talk to me. We talked for like a minute. I showed him like my wallpaper because it's Nav.
Yeah.
And I was like,
yo, Nav, I love you so much, bro. Like, I actually listen to all your shit, bro. Oh my god. It's all good.
like, yo, bro, I love you so much. Like, and like thank you. Like, all the music is amazing. I wasn't like promoting my music. I was just like so happy to meet him and just like all the like things that he's made. And it's just like amazing to see him.
Right.
So, like, we talked for, like, a minute, and then the second minute, because I had him for, like, 2 minutes, I was like, yo, like, could I just grab, like, a quick photo? And then, like, I grabbed a photo with him, and then he was, like, stepping back down, and I guess he slipped a little bit. So I was like, oh, Nav, you fell for me. And he's like, yeah. And then he left. But, yeah, it was super amazing, and right afterwards, I went crazy.
It's all good. Yes, sir. Yo, man. Thank you, guys. I don't give a fuck. I'm up. I crashed my Lambo truck 4 times. Right. But that was so dope, yo. I got Nav 3 times. Y'all see that shit? I got to meet Nav.
Oh, another thing was, like, right before when we were waiting outside, somebody, like, filming, I guess, like, trying to do, like, a documentary, and I got, like, on the front cover of that as well. Because I was just, waiting outside with my friend, and I was like, oh, like, it's me and Thor.
Does that... What is it? I saw, like, a video. You were dabbing him up, and, like, the security guards just rushed into him. Right?
She listen to all your shit, bro. Oh my god. It's all good.
Like, were they like really protective? Cause like
I
he
think
was
they
out
were,
back on a fence.
I think the two security guards were like more of like friendly, and I think their rushing in was more of like because he slipped. They wanted to make sure that he didn't like fall, you know?
Yeah.
'Cause that would have been bad, even just like on camera, not even like just the injuries. Like it'd be like a little bit more like bad to like see Nav fall.
Yeah.
But I think like everybody there was like happy that I was happy. Like they were like smiling as well. So they weren't like, but they have to stay on guard. You know, like that's what security guard's job is.
Yeah, of
so.
course. Real, you've been doing music for what? Almost 2 years now.
I think like almost like a year and a half, almost 2 years.
Yeah. So what led you to do that? When did you say I want to do music?
I'd say like back when I was younger, I had a friend that would always stay at his house. My parents were like just going through the divorce at the time. So like he was like really important in my life. Like every Friday and Saturday would be his house, and then my like dad would pick me up from his house. So basically like always like hanging out, and you know like there's all the freestyle beats. So like we started like going on them, and we thought like we were so good. You know, like music has always been like a part of like our life. Like always just listening to it in the background and like listening and trying to be like the favorite artist or like trying to dress like them or whatever. In high school, like a couple freestyles and like me like telling my friends like, oh, like I want to learn FL Studios, and I was in Mr. class. You guys know Mr. He's so good. And Thor's sitting like across the table from me. I'm right here on my own table, and I wasn't like best friends with Thor at the time, but like we were getting closer. But I just like watched these guys like go on FL Studios just making beats in class, and I was so jealous. I was like, oh my god, I need to like at least do something musically, and like it seems so difficult, but like they do it like effortlessly, you know. And I was like, I really need to like go with Thor, make a song. So I told a couple of my friends, and thankfully Levi kind of asked for me, like, oh, like kind of like in the conversation thing, is like, oh, like even like Rio's trying to like make music, you guys should go to the studio. And I think it was Boxing Day, so the 26th. Me, JD, and Thor. We went over to Thor's house. He made up the Mega Man beat like on the spot, and me and JD are just smiling like, oh, like this is the one. This is crazy. And I was like trying to be like, I think Huncho, like I was trying to like have like a deep voice or like try to be like another rapper. But then it got to that hook part, and I was like, okay, like screw it, I'm gonna just go for it. And like I didn't write down anything. I just went like, does she like me? I don't even know. And that was it. Like.
Wow.
And then after that, I think just like more time at Thor's studio, we made probably like at least 20 songs, and out of that 10 songs have been released from his house. After the 10 songs, not that I like try to distance myself from Thor, but I felt like I needed to like get like a more of a like studio
Like
finish,
grow
studio
apart.
finish, and try to grow. And like obviously like we're still best friends. Like I talk to him like every couple of days and make sure everything's good. For me, it was just like getting that quality like even higher, just to get even more fans and whatever. So I started going to Headspace Recording Studio. My favorite guy and the person I always trust and go to is Emrose or G Verdin. That's what he goes by on Instagram. I always just book with him, get like a session done, and we built like a friendship. Obviously, they like got to be friends with you right at the beginning, but like I feel like over time we've built like a good friendship. So yeah.
That's really cool.
Okay,
That's
so
really good.
speaking on growth, right? You've had like some monumental success. I've been to your concerts. It's some crazy stuff, right?
Yeah.
What do you think has really helped you like grow your brand and your personality?
When I was like first in high school, like I was known as like a funny kid, goofy kid, and like easy to like pick on, I guess. So things like that like made me one of those like funnier, like kind of like silly kids. Sorry, I just said the same thing. Wait, what was the question again? So like, how's it helped me like?
Yeah,
build
like
my
what's helped you
personality?
like grow your success?
Yeah.
Like what's some like upsides that help you like
So like
boost up?
at first you started to take action, right? You started to want to make music. so
Yeah.
you started to-
I think like just making music and staying like focused, and you don't have to like every day be focused, but whenever you have that like click in your head that today's the day to make music, you should always be like writing down something. It's really important to put yourself into your music, you know, like like try to do lyrics. Obviously like sometimes I just say a lyric because it rhymes or whatever, or like I'm on like a certain mode, but like when you hear a beat, try to like feel the beat and like match the feelings of the beat with your own like style on it.
Right.
I don't know if that's like grown my success or that just helped me make the beats, but like for your like personality kind of question, I think it was just being like laughing about everything. It doesn't matter if someone doesn't like your music or not. Like I'm not going out asking everybody to listen to my music, and I know like only so many people are gonna like it. for that genre or whatever. There's gonna be people that don't talk nice to me, and I don't really care. Like, I'm not gonna like make it a big deal in the moment. I just like really just brush it off and like keep going.
Do you make your own beats?
My own beats, I've tried. I'm not the greatest at it. So Thor's made a number of my beats, and then the rest of them have been found on YouTube, and like we've paid for like the good ones and whatnot. Just mostly YouTube beats, just it's like simple, easy. The beats that Thor's made, those have been like some of my favorite beats to work on, like because it's just like you're right there with the guy, and like things can be fixed like on the spot kind of thing.
What are some successes you've came across?
Some of the successes I've came across is just like having loads of like fans, like even just like at the school level. Obviously I want to grow like higher, not to say that like those fans don't mean anything to me, but like I just like want to keep going up and like try to get more and more people, because I've made so many songs, and I know like 20's not a lot, but I've like improved like my style and found like something that works with my voice all the time and like what I'm comfortable doing. And like it's always good to step out of your comfort zone as well, so I've tried like a bunch of different styles. Like for example, like Yes and Mega Man would be on like a happy vibe. Only One would be like, on like a love vibe, and then like Bloody Mary or Boss would be like on like a yeet or like more like evil kind of vibe. And then like Dash would be like Little Baby, like kind of just like going all over the place and trying different like styles. Like it's good to be versatile, especially when you're starting out.
Makes it diverse too, because then you can just get to branch out to everything, and then people come and they're like, oh hey, I saw this song, let's check out the other one. It's like, oh, it has a different style to it. It's pretty cool in contrast.
Yeah.
For sure.
How about some struggles or challenges?
Lots of the struggles and challenges have come from the school. Actually, I'll start with the other ones first, because I have like a big talking point on the school.
Yeah.
Having like a little bit of a block, obviously like it's nothing to complain about, but like just trying to like find the moments to get it done. Not that it's like homework or anything, but like sometimes like you need to push out a song or try to do something, and sometimes it just doesn't work in the moment. And then another thing is like my voice. Like sometimes I stay up late, and like sleep really like improves your voice. So then like I have a studio day planned out, and the song that I wanted to record, I was able, when I was writing it down, to just like sing it out loud, and I felt like, okay, I'm perfect on the song. But then like I'd have to compromise when I get to the studio, because like the voice isn't working. So one time I did like try to do 2 songs, and they both didn't work, so we had to go for the third one, and the third one worked out really well. So and then we're like, yeah.
So do you like face any troubles with like creativity, like making new songs? Like what am I gonna do?
Creativity wise, I feel like it's super easy to just hop into someone else's style. Really just like finding a beat that sounds like somebody and try to talk like them and like act like them is pretty easy. I mean, like a lot of rappers do it these days. It's just really easy and simple, but trying to like have your own style, kind of like it's on and off sometimes. Like like one song that I like really had like success with was like Only One. Like I just like I was just, it was late at night, I heard the right beat, and I didn't even like really write like sometimes I search up like words that rhyme with whatever. Like for that song, like I was just like type, and then I got it all done, and I was like really happy with it. And this happened a couple other times as well, but sometimes it's like way too hard to like get your voice onto it, so that might be like kind of difficult to do sometimes.
Yeah.
What advice do you have for our audiences right here if they try to like train their voice, even if they like trying to sing vocally better, or just try to do rap songs like
up and coming?
There's like a lot of people that look up to you, right? You're obviously quite a big name, so it's like,
thank you.
say someone wants to imitate you, what do you think would be your best advice for them?
Honestly, just try. If you don't even start with anything, you're not gonna get anywhere. Like I feel like a lot of people try to go perfect before they can even release a song. And like even some of my friends have struggled with that, and I just tell them like, yo, like it's good, you need to release this so you can keep growing and improving, and you need to hear feedback. And I think Thor really taught me that and showed me that, like to where like you need to like listen to other people, like not in every aspect, but like put it out there so people can at least hear it, and don't really try to perfect your voice. And it's like, it's definitely like a staircase. Like you gotta keep going up. You gotta start at the first step first, you know?
Absolutely. I completely agree with that. Because recently we started this channel as well.
Yeah.
It's Growth and Grind.
Yeah.
So I've been editing the video, and at first we were like afraid to like put it out there for people to see, because we're just like a bunch of nobody, right? So, but then after like the first 3 days, I put the video up there, and when I checked the views, it got over 100,000 views.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I didn't know that until I actually published it.
Yeah.
And we're like, we don't know how people will react to
Yeah.
3 teenagers, but as you said, just do it. We did it, and it worked out, and we hope to keep continuing more.
Now, on that note, right? Like I said, you do have quite a bit of fans. How do you think that fame has like affected you? You think it's changed you in any way?
I'll go back to the school topic. We'll just touch on everything there. So, the first thing they told me was, you're not signing people's autographs. Like, if someone comes up to you in class or something, you can't sign their shit. And I'm like, what? Like, why me? And at that time, I didn't really see it as like a racism thing, and I'll get into that after.
Oh,
But like I couldn't sign anybody's thing. If someone came up to me, they feel like 7 other people are gonna come once one person can talk to me, right? And like I wasn't really able to sign things. I mean, I did a few like after my concert and whatnot, but like I'm not really allowed to like have like kids talk to me all the time. They like ask me to like stay quiet, so like if you see me in the hallways, I'm always just with my AirPods in until I like get outside with my friends and whatnot.
Yeah.
And I feel like in some ways that's easy, but I really wish I could interact with everybody, because I have like a kid every second day that like I've never seen before. Not to like say that they're like not a person, but it's just like, oh, like wow, like you listen to my music, like that's crazy, like thank you, bro. And like it means a lot to me. It makes me like smile and everything, and it's sad that school tries to take it away from me. For my first ever concert, this was more of a like Stuco mix-up kind of thing, which is the student council for anybody who doesn't know. But they told me that I was gonna have an auditorium performance, and like me, like I'm gonna go all the way. Like I'm gonna make sure, not that it's perfect, but like try my hardest on everything. So I had like visuals that I made set up. I had the songs like all in order, ready to play, and I had somebody on like a lighting. I had JD and his girlfriend on lighting to where the lights would match each song, and we practiced in there so many times. And then the day of, they're like, "You're not performing in the auditorium or whatever." And I was like, "What?" I was like, "No, like, can I please perform in the auditorium?" And then it went to the cafeteria, and at that time, since it was the first time, I was like, okay, like this went probably even better than if it was in the auditorium.
Yeah.
So because like everybody that even didn't know could have came and seen,
Right.
I was like, okay. Because the second time they reached out to me, they asked me to do a fundraiser for the food bank, I think, because they were the Canley Cup that they have, like they weren't really like reaching their goal, so they got me to do it, and they said they were gonna do all the promoting and everything, but of course I'm gonna promote too. Right. So I promoted pretty much everything, and there was a little bit on their side as well, but nothing from the actual school. Like it's sad that the school wasn't like, oh, and there's like an Astro performance coming, like because the school just doesn't really like me. They didn't really say anything regarding like the performance or anything. And they told me first it was in the auditorium, and I already knew like I could get the light set up and practice in there once. They changed it to the gym, right? And I was like, okay, at least in the gym. Like I was mad at the moment, but I was at least in the gym, and like I could be in the middle here.
Yeah.
There could be people like all around me in the gym. Then they wanted everybody in the gym to be in the bleachers, so it's just me with a huge gym and everybody. And I was like, that makes no sense. But I was like, okay, whatever. I could do that. I guess.
Yeah.
Like I would only do it for the food bank. Like it wouldn't be like a concert that I would necessarily like enjoy as much as like an auditorium.
Yeah.
And then at that point, like I'm not like usually someone to like complain, but I just explained to her like the situation.
Yeah.
And then she said, "Oh, like, you can do it in my room." Still didn't even like that when a teacher was off in the room, because I feel like a lot of the teachers, when they get to know me, like really do like my music, but like the entire time like just dislikes me is like how I feel about it. But so I got it done in Miss Calder's room. We had the idea to like put the stage in the middle, like same as like the gym one, and everybody surrounded. But the sad thing was there was about 400 students outside ready to donate to the food bank. They collected the $400. They collected, because it was like I think $1 or $2 minimum fee. Yeah. So they collected $400 from everybody and more, like because some people donate more, some people donate like the regular amount. They only let 100 kids inside to the drama room after we made the entire space accessible for at least 200 to 300 people.
That's crazy.
And I was just like, what? Like, there's all these kids outside and you're not gonna let them come inside.
Mm-hmm.
Because when I looked outside, I had to go to the washroom, and I'm running up the stairs, and there's like this side, they're all up the stairs, and then they
Yeah.
go all the way here, and I was like, what? Like why are these kids not inside? Like,
Yeah.
because there's kids like coming inside, but it's like
Mm-hmm.
I was very frustrated with that. I still performed like my hardest, and I think that concert went really well. The photos were amazing, but it was just like sad that they didn't let everybody inside, especially like if they saw that I had 400 people. Why isn't the next one inside the auditorium, right?
Yeah.
And then the third one, this one got me really frustrated because me and my dad planned to go to Rolling Loud. Like I'm so thankful that he wanted to do it to like I could like get any like tips and pointers from them. And like if you guys don't know, like Rolling Loud is a like huge music festival with like lots of artists. Like my favorite artists were performing.
Where is it?
It was in California. This one, like they have it at a lot of places,
Right.
Yeah.
but this one was in California. So I was gonna get to go to LA and watch all these things, and then I realized that it messed with my performance that Miss Calder was planning to have for me, which was at the 1X halftime show, which is a theater play kind of
Yeah,
thing.
I remember
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
That was crazy.
And so I was gonna perform on Friday at the halftime show, and they're just gonna have a longer day on Friday, and all the seats were full and waiting. Not everybody was waiting for me, but they just never got me on the stage because I guess that in like last second after they said like okay yeah we'll consider it and everything, the last second they didn't let me on, and like there was kids in the crowd like where is Astro, like we want Astro, and people yelling, and their only compromise was they played some of my music, and it was just like I didn't sit like here, like of course I wanted to support Miss Calder and watch the drama 1X, like I'm not saying like the acts were amazing, but it was just like why am I not on the stage right now, like I don't understand. And I wasn't gonna argue that day because on Friday I knew coming to that day it wasn't gonna happen, but like it was sad because a lot of people that bought their tickets even like out of the school came to see me that day, and it was just like it was a little bit frustrating as well.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate.
Now, we've been talking a lot about people who don't like you. Let's make it more positive. So
Yeah.
who do you
Yeah.
think's really helped you out? Like who do you want to shout out?
Who like really helped you reach your fame and level that you're currently at?
Even at the first stages, like who helped you the most?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think Thor has been like the biggest impact, like even like just as like a peer mentor kind of person, like telling me what, like not like picking me, telling me what not and what to do, but explaining how things may work or giving me advice or pointers for songs, and like just like believing in me, like you know like all the like I guess manifestation talks, like just like saying like oh like if we keep doing this we're gonna get this, and like we get there and we get there and we keep like breaking through those walls together, and like I think that thing's been really big, and I think like even when I went to the like actual studio, like having him like being supportive of it and like letting me like grow kind of thing, and not that he was holding me in or anything, but like just like letting me grow and still encouraging me like really means like so much to me. And my mom like likes my music and like she's supportive, and she likes Astro too, but my dad's like been supportive, like asking me like oh like so like can you get like a plan of like what you think you're gonna accomplish, and like trying to like see me through or hear me out. I think that was really important to me.
Yeah.
My friends, like even like you guys, like having me on the podcast, like this is like just like helping me like feel better or like motivating me to do more. And then somebody who recently has been helping me is somebody named Mo. I call him Manager Mo. He's been reaching out to like records. He has like a manager himself, and he's signed to Columbia Records under like 3D design aspect. Like he has to like he does like artwork for projects, and he's worked with like nice like big artists as well. So I think that was very like nice of him. Like I literally just met him at like a dinner one day. It's been like really like helpful and like telling me what to do, and he's even like been so generous enough like without me even asking like making cover arts for some of the songs I've sent him. And he's been pushing me to just go back to the studio, start recording more, because right now like there's a lot of stuff going on at school and like at home. So like getting like back in the studio like pushing me to do more, and like showing me that there is like a side to this, like there's a chance, you know.
That's great.
Let's switch gears a bit. So, what song do you like most?
Yeah,
In
your favorite one.
Yeah, your favorite one.
Okay,
Like-
I can rank them all.
Or top, yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah,
Okay,
go ahead.
okay.
You have time.
I'll go from the bottom. I know a lot of people. Actually, no. There's just one song, "Miss Me." That's probably the lowest song.
Yeah.
My second least favorite song, and this is just preference. Like I know a lot of people like this song, and they request me to perform it, but I'm just not a fan of it. Is "Preach," and I don't know that probably.
Oh,
Yeah.
preach.
I just don't really like that song. I'm not very much of a fan of it. After that, it's just like which song had better like quality.
Right.
So like "Kerosene," it just like didn't have the quality, but I still like the song.
Yeah.
"Boss" or "Bloody Mary," like next, like those two could be interchangeable. And then "Fast Life," and then I'd say "Only One," "Repeat," just because of all the like lyrics on it, and then "Text" and "Dash." So I'd say "Dash" is my top
Dash.
one right now.
Dash is
that one.
Just like me and my friend, it was just like
you and Travis, right?
yeah. He goes by Millsy, but yeah.
Yeah.
Travis.
How did that come about? How did you meet him? Like,
So my childhood best friend Daniel, who I used to always like sleep over with, so they became friends, and we also became friends with like other people as well. Like there's another artist, V1M. Him, and Daniel have been friends for a while, and then them and Travis have been friends for a while too. And then I guess me and Travis just started becoming friends. And at the beginning, he was more just supportive of my music, and then he started trying his own. Started trying his own music. He released a song. It went really well, and a Spotify playlist like picked it up. They're like, "Oh, like we really like this song. We're gonna put it on our playlist." And then he's seen success from that. And then he's been really focused. Like I'm proud of him. He's been going to the studio regularly, and he tries to do like different like styles like me, or like listens to me a little bit
Yeah.
like of what to do. He's really focused on the music right now too. And like then we just went to the studio.
I know a lot of your image is from like the high school students, right? You know,
Yeah.
we have those big concerts and such. What do you plan to do after high school is over? You plan to expand into college, anything like that?
Yeah, so I plan to go to college to get my studies done as like a sort of backup plan. I really hope the music works, and I do believe in myself that it will, as long as I keep trying as hard as I am. Regarding like fans and whatnot, I think my little brother like captures that, because I started making merch.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna try to give him like a little job, which is try to sell it to the kids at school, or like have like a pop up once in a while.
Yeah.
So like that'll like give him like a job, and like I mean like it'll make me happy if I'm helping my brother make money, at least like because he's still young. So regarding like Langara, I mean I guess if someone finds out, like that'd be really nice. Or like some of the people that go to me already, like, or some people that are gonna go to Langara as well already like know me from school. Expanding wise, like I don't think I'll ever get like a Langara concert per se, but maybe I could like have some posters there if I ever like do shows, because with the manager Mo guy that I was talking about, like he's getting me shows and stuff like that. And it's just like my age right now, because I'm born in November, so like I gotta wait a while to get into like the clubs and whatnot. Like I have a couple people in the clubs that are waiting for me to turn the right age so I can like get there.
Yeah.
And then yeah, like I'd do concerts there, just get my money, keep recording, and hopefully like take off, you know. But I need to like what you guys are doing is really smart, like with the podcast and whatnot, because like it's like your network online, you know, like having like an online presence and network is important. So.
We reach out to different influencers
Exactly.
and promote ourselves as well.
Yeah.
You know what's really interesting? How'd you get the name?
Oh, the name. So that came about when I first had the first song done, and I posted on SoundCloud. It was under the name Rio in all capitals. I mean, Nav has Nav, so I thought like whatever, like I'll just put my name in it. I thought my name was cool enough, right?
Yeah.
Like it's a pretty good name. And it was simple as 3 letters. My dad, not even on some like promotion stuff, or like, oh, you need to have like a cool name. He was just like, no, like why would you put your like real name there? Like I don't want you doing that. And like, but he just wanted to make sure that I was like had a little bit of privacy or whatnot.
Yeah.
Especially like just starting up, thinking of names. Like, you know, like I listen to Travis Scott a lot, and Astro, and my name on Instagram was already Astro, so I just made it Astro, and then I put an exclamation mark on it to have like a sort of like extra little bit of style. And I think that exclamation mark has gone a long way, like in my merch as well now. Like it's on the back of the shirts that are coming out soon. Like I always like use it like, oh, it's with the exclamation mark, and then it's easy to find with the exclamation mark, because I'm sure there's other people named Astro, or at least like the album Astro World. So that exclamation mark definitely helps people find me, and I think it gives me like I've never really seen any other artist with an exclamation mark before, so like it's like a little bit of an edge.
As that originality.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
cool, man.
What is your thought process like when you try to make music? Do you try to verbally make it first, like try to do the lyrics first, or try to listen to the beat and then go along with the beat?
Yeah, that's a great question. Sometimes it's like I hear the beat and I'm just like listening to the sample before like the whole bass kicks in, and I'm just like or like whatever, like just like humming to it a little bit.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's just old lyrics that never got used that get to put in to like another like verse or something. And then regarding hooks, like I try to make them simple, catchy, and concise. Not too many words, and something someone could sing along to, and something like matching the same tone. And then with some of the beats, it's more like just really fast. So then like it's not really a hook or chorus. It's more just like the same things repeated twice or 3 times sometimes. Oh, actually, I have a very cool one. One time for the Yes song, I literally just had like no beat in my head, but just like a rhythm, and I was just like thinking of it. It was just the lyrics. That was like my beat. It was like the yes, I'm the best, and then the next one has to like match that.
Right.
And then I found a perfect beat, and I was like, okay, like so I found the beat second on that one. So it goes both ways, but for the most part, it's just like hearing the beat out. Sometimes having like a little freestyle, so you know like what vibe you want, like a for like verses. Sometimes it's just like writing them down, making sure they all match, and then sometimes it's even like old ones that have just like never been used before.
You know, like, do you face any like hardship? Like, how do you respond to the haters?
Like, I don't really care. They just brush them off, especially at the high school level. Like they're literally the same age as me, and like what I see, I don't want to like make fun of people's like life choices or whatnot, but it's like the same like kind of like party type of people. I feel like they want to just like have something on me or like make me feel bad.
Yeah.
Because like not to like oh like because I'm so much cooler than them or whatnot, but it's just like I feel like they want to like take a piece out of me just to like so they can feel better about themselves. And I just like I notice that, and I see what kind of people they are. Everybody has their own like struggles and whatnot, and I also like respect if someone doesn't listen to my music. Like, I'm not gonna force you to listen to my music. I just like laugh it off. I don't really care. And like especially with like how many fans I have, like it's not gonna affect me at all.
Now, kind of flipping that on its head, right? What do you think are your best fan interactions so far?
Best fan interactions have to be like just like friends coming over. Cheyenne's came over and just like naturally just like listening to my music. I was just like, you just passed me in the hall and you're just like, oh, you. And like some of the younger kids being like, oh my god, it's Astro and whatnot, and then like getting teachers aren't watching, like getting to like talk to me. I was like, yeah, like yo, thanks so much for listening, and just like me putting a smile on someone else's face like really puts like a big smile on me.
Yeah.
Because like it's just like happy that we both are happy over my music, you know.
Agreed.
For sure.
What is your purpose, Rio? Why are you doing what you're doing?
What am I doing?
Why are you going into music?
I think it's 80% passion, like just like, or like it's 100% passion. Like I'm passionate about music. I like music. I want to be famous, you know, like
Yeah.
like not even like just like music, but like I've always like wanted to be famous, you know, like I'm sure everybody has, but like just like trying to get like some famous or stardom. Not that like the fans is the only reason I do it for, or like I'm like trying. I do want like to try to get like famous and have like a community and build up. And then I think the second one regarding the merch at least is like kind of like something that branches out to more people, and then also money, you know, like I want to have like the nice cars, a nicer house, and I want to be able to retire my mother and pay off like anything that needs to be paid off, you know, like I want to make sure everybody around me is okay as well, you know.
Yeah, I agree.
And like something like music, like especially when you have like I guess the talent, like obviously like I wouldn't even say I'm like talented. I just like try hard, you know, like to try to do like I feel like one person that I haven't mentioned yet. Sorry, Sonny Jane. Sonny Jane is crazy. He's worked so hard school wise, academically, and then one day he just told me like, oh, like despite all these grades, like I really like I've always wanted to like jump out and of my shell and like try to like expand, and like I'm passionate on photography and I want to like go with you. And not even just like the fact that he's my like videographer, but the fact that like he's worked so hard has inspired me, and he's like such a like it's such a like good peer interaction, friend interaction, like just like talking to him, like seeing like how things are gonna go. And I heard he just finished. I think IB just finished, so like we're gonna get freed up. Music videos coming soon too.
Nice.
And I think he's very very important. Sorry, what was the question again?
Oh, I didn't have a question. I had a comment.
Oh, comment. What was the comment? Yeah.
Like when I was listening to Boss, and you know how you said you have that like Yeet inspired music.
Yeah.
I had a deadlift of like 335 on that, and I was like, oh my god, I should tell Rio this.
Yeah.
Like it's gonna be crazy because I had that like this motivation in my head. I was like, oh my god, like I have a friend here, I better do good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was a pretty cool moment. Just on my Spotify.
Yeah, that's a beautiful moment. I think like the friend interactions and just like peer interactions.
Yeah.
Those make me the happiest, you know? Like, as long as I have like that tight circle, having some people listen to this song and some people listen to this song, and having hopefully one day one song just go like crazy radio kind of song. I think that's like my like version of success, I guess, you know? And then like the money as well, of course.
Yeah.
I need that. Get that bread, you know?
Alright, fans want to know, right? Do you have any future projects that are in the works right now?
Music videos, albums, collabs.
Anything.
Music videos, I have a music video for Text and Dash on the way. I have a song
Right up
Dance
here.
Off that's coming out soon. I'll send you guys a little clip. Maybe you can play. And that's with Millsy as well. And that'll be coming out after the merch. I have merch coming out soon. Shirts and then hopefully tracksuits next.
Right here.
And it's a limited drop for the shirts, but I'm probably going to restock them. So in case everybody likes them, or maybe even do different color or something like that. And then album-wise, I have a lot of songs written with similar beats. So I'm thinking of maybe either album or EP style trap album kind of thing.
Yeah.
With mostly Little Baby kind of beats and just like harsher lyrics that don't all apply to me, but like the morals or gist or like feeling of it like definitely like is applies to me, I guess. Like, you know, like it's like a feeling I had, you know?
Yeah.
Or like have. Yeah.
Well,
Absolutely.
Rio, it was great to have you here.
Yeah, man. Thanks for
Very-
having you on.
Guys, if you want to check out Astro, we have his Instagram. Will be right up here.
It'll be in the
His you have YouTube,
Yeah, just YouTube videos.
YouTube, SoundCloud, and
That was really
yeah,
inspiring.
great.
no,
All
actually,
social media will be listed down
yeah.
below.
Over.
Yeah, I learned a lot from you.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for having me.
Yeah,
It's an
of
honor
course.
to be like even your guys' first podcast, or regardless of just even on it. Like
Yeah,
just
for
like
sure.
it just means a lot, and especially like I'm proud of you guys. Like 3 people from my school, like trying to do something else. Like it's inspiring. Like it shows like you guys are
Yeah.
really growth mindset. You know.
Let's grow and
Thanks for
grind
showing
together.
up.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Rio.
Good
Appreciate
to see you,
it.
man.
All right. Well, we'll see you
Next time.
Gotta be hot cake Happy Meal because we had 3 hot cakes, a chocolate milk, and these things fill you up, bro. Like when you gotta finish off, it's crazy. You get a yogurt, not that it matters, and you get fries, bro. It's a golden meal. Or else you get a hash brown. Hash brown low-key hits too. And then a toy too.
Guys, that's Astro's.
When I get an Astro,
Astro McDonald order.
if I got my own custom order, I'd get Nutella as well. Put Nutella on the pancakes,
Oh yeah.
amazing.